and welcome everybody to Divine Thursday. Today is Thursday, May 21st, 2020, and I am your host, DM Gallibond. And today we're going to be looking at the spell Detect Good and Evil from D&D 5th edition and taking a look at how it has worked in previous editions through the game's history. Alright, so let's go ahead and get on with that right now. Detect Evil and Good is a first level spell available to clerics, paladins, and those with the genie um, patron as an unearthed arcana class. So it's one action, range 30 feet out from the caster, just verbal and somatic components, concentration for 10 minutes, School of Divination, and basically it just lets you know if there are aberrations, celestials, elementals, fey, fiends, or undead within 30 feet, and where they're located, and it also lets you know if there's a place that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. So this one just basically detects the presence of both good and evil. And it got kind of an interesting history. If we go all the way back, like we usually do, we start at 5th edition, and then we jump all the way back to the origins of the game. So if we go all the way back to original D&D, which came out in 1974, you can see that among the cleric spells, there was a spell called Detect Evil. Now that was and there was no Detect Good spell. And the reason there was no Detect Good spell is that the innocent people who created D&D originally just didn't have any concept that you would need a Detect Evil spell or a Detect Good spell. So when the spell is cast, it will see evilly enchanted objects within 120 feet glow. Now that's also, notice, it was 120 feet instead of 30 feet, and it lasted 6 turns, which is, every turn is 10 minutes, so it lasted an hour. And of course didn't require concentration. So current edition, you have to concentrate for a maximum of 10 minutes. You get the Detect Evil for free for an hour when you cast it in original D&D. Will also cause creatures that want to harm the cleric to glow when they are within range. Actual thoughts of the creatures cannot be heard. Remember that chaotic alignment does not automatically mean evil, although many chaotic monsters have evil intentions. Now this gets to the fact that back in original D&D, they were so poor. How poor were they? They were so poor that they could only afford 3 alignments. They had lawful, they had neutral, they had chaotic. There was no good and evil axis in alignment. It was just lawful to chaotic. All right. So then let's go to AD&D, which is often called First Edition. And here again, you see we have Detect Evil. So we're going to go ahead and go to the Detect Evil spell description. Now, by first edition, this had become a reversible spell. So in first edition, you could cast a reversible and do a Detect Good. So first level, range 120 feet indoors, 120 yards outdoors. That's what this 12 inches means. 1 turn plus half a turn per level, so basically 15 minutes. 15 minutes at first level, and then 5 minutes every level thereafter. And then a 10-foot or 10-yard wide path. So instead of being all the way around um, the caster, this one is basically comes out from your eyes in a 10-foot wide, if you're indoors, or 10-yard wide path. As your gaze sweeps around, you can tell where stuff is. So, discovers emanations of evil or of good in the case of a reverse spell from any creature or object. So, evil alignment or evilly cursed object will radiate evil, but a hidden trap or unintelligent viper will not, because they're not evil. A trap in and of itself is not evil, it's just a tool. And a snake is not evil, it's just a beast. All right, so then we go to 2nd edition. And in 2nd edition, okay, this italicized text on the name of the spell, that tells us that it is also a reversible spell. And then we go to the okay, we're gonna go to go down to the priest spells. Okay, so priest spells. Detect evil, reversible. All right, this spell discovers, and again, just like with many spells, the description is almost word for word, and the effects are almost word for word, exactly the same as first level. So pretty much there it goes. Now in 3rd edition, that you had, as with many things in 3rd edition, you had an expansion of the detail of the spell. So detect evil is only for clerics, and so you can sense the presence of evil. The amount of information revealed depends on how long you study your particular area or subject. So now the duration here was concentration up to 10 minutes per level. So in the first round, you can only detect the presence or absence of evil. Second round, you get the number of evil auras in the area and the power of the most potent evil aura present. And then third round, the power and location of each aura. If aura is outside your line of sight, then you discern its direction but not its exact location. And then, there's more details about what the aura power is. And there's examples. And then you have a lingering aura. So an evil aura lingers after its original source dissipates in the case of a spell, or is destroyed in the case of a creature or item. And it has tables to tell you, how how strong that is and how long the aura would last, depending on the strength of it. And then animals, traps, poisons, other natural perils or potential perils are not evil. And then each round you can turn to detect evil in a new area. A spell can penetrate barriers and blah 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 blah. Okay, then there's a separate spell, not a reversal of detect evil, but there's a separate spell entirely for detect good. And basically it says, okay, it's just exactly like detect evil, except it detects good auras. And everything we said about evil, okay, just replace evil with good. And there you go. And so it's it just gives you a little bit. And an interesting note here on detect good is it says healing potions, antidotes, and similar beneficial items are not good. I guess just as in the case of traps, those would be considered tools, and the tools in and of themselves do not have any alignment to them. All right, so that is the long and winding history of the Detect Evil and Good spell in D&D. If you like what we do here on this channel and you have any comments, please leave them below. Also, we'd love it if you subscribe. Click that red subscribe button and click the little bell. That'll let you know every time we drop new content on the channel. And if you have any stories about maybe a way that you in a game have used Detect Evil and Good to great effect, or as a DM, if you saw a clever way that it was used by a player, leave that information in the comments below. All right, well, we will talk to you all later. Have a wonderful day. Take care. And I will see you next time. And all right. Good night.